City Church, it's Pastor E live and in color, just virtual. This virtual thing is really starting to wear me out. Listen, let me start out by saying I miss so many of you all. I miss being able to love on you at the end of worship, see you handshake, high five, and hug, make you laugh at my jokes on Sundays. You know I missed my calling. I should have been a comedian. Can you believe that we're approaching nearly a year and a half, getting there quickly, since we have been able to mass gather and really experience worship at a level that we are accustomed to? I began to reflect on what makes our church so unique and special, and I am convinced that 100% of the consensus would be that what drew people, yes, was the word, yes, was the worship, yes, was the praise, yes, was the freedom. But I think more than that, what drew people was the agape, the God-driven, God-inspired, God-given kind of love that we experience as being conduits one to another. And I realize that over these last 15, 16 months, we have missed that critical component and ingredient within our church, which has caused some of us to feel disconnected and discomfort in terms of your membership status with the City Church Reynoldsburg. If you've tuned in over these last couple of weeks, even these last couple of months, we'll start there. You know that I'm a fan of technology. We've done our best to try to make sure that our virtual online members, those who stream, don't miss a beat. And that's been wonderful, but there is nothing that replaces that in-person connectivity. And so over the last couple of weeks, you have heard me ask the members of our church to go into prayer this month, July of 2021, to really seek God and ask God, what does your future look like at the City Church Reynoldsburg? I believe that for most of us, it's not about leaving the church. Where do I get that from? Just a couple of months ago, we had Dr. Charlene Watkins come, and I'll kind of paraphrase and prepackage or repackage, so to speak, her message, which was a new position in an old place. So for many of us, you have served for years, for months, for weeks, for an extended period of time, and perhaps you are not supposed to come back and do what you did. Some people have not been connected or committed on an ongoing basis, and perhaps you're supposed to come back and get connected and actually make a contribution to the ministry. Whatever side of the fence that you are on, I believe that the City Church Reynoldsburg still has its hands in the hands of God, and that He still wants to do something within our church. There are still some amazing things happening. We've had some new people coming and courting and visiting and dating our church. Some of them have even said, hey, Pastor, I want to join. And I've asked them, just hang tight. But before I add new family members, I want to make sure I go and get the ones that I know want to be here and that have been with us. So here's what I'm asking you to do this month. I'm asking you to pray. Am I still supposed to move forward and be connected and committed and contribute to the City Church Reynoldsburg? If that answer is yes, and I deeply hope that that is the case, I'm going to ask you to text the word forward to 866-500-2296. This is a twofold process. You're going to text the word forward. It's going to immediately give you a link that's going to ask you for your name and phone number. Why your name and phone number? Because I'm going to personally call you. Now listen, you can be a multi-person household, but I'm asking for every person individually to text the word forward when you have made the determination that you are staying put at the City Church Reynoldsburg. Because I want to call every single person. I want to pray with you. I want to talk with you. I want to let you know that you're covered. I want to do my best to help you figure out where you may be able to serve. Now, this is not a counseling session, so we're not going to spend an hour on the phone, but I do want to make sure to take a reasonable and a responsible amount of time to cover in prayer those individuals who say, hey, Pastor, I'm still here with you. Then, for the month of August, I need to give my media ministry a break. They've been working tirelessly for the last almost year and a half to make sure that you don't miss a beat. So for the month of August, we are not going to stream at all. We will have in-person outdoor worship at 10 a.m. We purchased a 20-foot by 40-foot tent, so you can be under the tent, you can be in your car, you can be wherever you want to be on our grounds. So I'm asking every member to come back during the month of August. Join us outside for worship, and let's get reconnected again. If you are with me, I need you to text the word forward. You may not have it all figured out. You may not know where you're going to plant within the ministry or replant within the ministry. We don't have to figure that out right now. I'm here to support you. Know that I love you, I miss you, I'm praying for you, and I hope to see you soon. Oh, by the way, if you missed these last 2 weeks, go to YouTube, go to Facebook. I've been preaching a message entitled, You Can Survive This. It is going to be a blessing to you. Please go and check it out. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.